Yo guys, it's slyroh. You already know that today I'm bringing you guys a team analysis for week 9 of the Pokemon Premier League. And today, I'm going to be talking about the team for our match against Travistey and the North Melbourne Kangaskhans. Now, this is a battle that I've been looking forward to for a very long time, because the very first time I ever battled Trav was in a very quick-styled draft league format thing, and he 6-0'd me. I think there was one other time we battled, and he like 4-0'd me. So my history against Trav has not been very good. However, we have not had a full-scale league match. So I tend to do better when I have more time to prep and things like that, which I have this time, and I'm really hoping that I can show up Trav. And speaking of which, Trav is now in first place. Sam actually lost last week, very surprisingly, and Trav has been on a winning streak, and he is now ahead by 1 differential point. He's in first place, so this is the second time we're going to be playing a team in first place. Last time didn't go so well. I'm hoping this time goes a little bit better for us. So we're in 5th place, manning our station like we always do. If we lose this week, we are guaranteed to stay in 5th place. If we win, then we have to hope that if Shoddy loses and we win, we still stay behind him. We would have to win by a pretty big margin, while Jack loses with a pretty big margin to even move up. So it's safe to say 5th place is still probably going to be where we stay for next week also. So that's fun. I don't know. I guess I'm pretty comfortable in 5th place. You know, whatever. 5-3. You know, not too bad. +7 differential. Could be worse. So that is your standings, and for the first time this season I can actually show you guys the Golden Pokeball Award. So this is what it looks like. Cabalion's definitely not going in here. That's still there from the beginning of the season. But basically tied in first place, Mega Lopunny, Mega Blastoise, Arcanine, Tyranitar all have 11 kills. The tiebreaker is the differential, which of course goes to Mega Lopunny, so Arcanine is actually 3rd. And is actually completely tied with Tyranitar, which we are facing this week. So we have to basically make sure that Tyranitar does not kill us. So that's going to be fun. Also, Roserade has actually made its way up to 11th place. So that's really fun. Hopefully Roserade can rocket itself into the top 10. That would be really great, because I don't think anything else is even close. I think the next best thing on our team has 4 kills, and that is a tie of Hitmontop, Mega Altaria, Bronzong, and Hydreigon. So they're man in the low 30s there. But alright, that is this. The league table, Golden Pokeball Award. I already told you how much beating Trav would mean to me. Let's go ahead and talk about the team that I have for him, and talk about what he could possibly bring for me. So the team that Trav has drafted consists of Latios, Excadrill, Emboar, Tangrowth, Mega Audino, Thunderous Eye, Tyranitar, Slowbro, and Quillfish. And if I had to pick 6 that I think he'll bring, it would be Latios, Excadrill, Emboar, Mega Audino, Thunderous Eye, and Tyranitar. I think Slowbro is also a possibility, but that's about it. I don't expect Quillfish. Tangrowth, I'm not too sure about. It's potentially, but I don't know. He doesn't seem to bring Tangrowth very often. So I'm pretty confident that those would be the 6 that he would bring, with maybe Slowbro in place of one of them. But let's go ahead, oh my gosh, and talk about the team that I'm bringing. This team took a little bit of time to really build and finalize, and I'm not overly confident with it. I think there are a couple things that can happen that can make this go wrong, but you know what, we are going to try our best. So the first mon that had to come was Hitmontop, Eddie Gordo with the leftovers Intimidate, physically defensive, back in its old role, after venturing off and, you know, grabbing a choice band last week. It's going back to its role, mostly because there's an Excadrill and there's a Tyranitar, and Hitmontop can take hits from both. It can also take hits from Emboar. Like, alright, so Emboar doesn't have any switches in the legal metagame, like, at all. But the only thing that 2-hit KOs Hitmontop is Zen Headbutt, and there might be one other move. It might be like Super Power or something. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure Zen Headbutt is like the only thing. Maybe flare blitz actually. So either he's getting a lot of recoil, or he's going for Zen Headbutt, which my team can kind of switch in on. Like, I don't think he's going to choice himself into it. So we'll have to just kind of work around it. Emboar is just a mon that we have to work around. But Intimidate is going to be really helpful. And with an Intimidate off, he isn't going to just straight up OHKO a lot of my team. Which is good, because a lot of my team outspeeds the Emboar, which is really what you need to take on an Emboar. So, yeah, this is why this is physically defensive, but mostly for Excadrill and Tyranitar, both of which I do expect to come. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Oh my gosh. I'm not really good against playing against Tyranitars. In the past, they have definitely messed me up. Excadrill, I think I have a better shot against. But I think if he brings like a Mold Breaker set, he could really do a lot of damage. So, yeah, close combat. I mean, hits the Excadrill and the Tyranitar. Sucker Punch, basically for Latios, and anything else that might be getting out of hand. Toxic for Mega Audino or Slowbro switch-ins, because they can switch into this thing super easily. And Rapid Spin to Rapid Spin the Rock's way if he gets them up with said Tyranitar or Excadrill. So again, I'm able to bring this in on his only Stealth Rock setters and immediately spin rocks away. So, next mon is another defensive one. Well, this is especially defensive. Kim Jong-un the Lantern, again with leftovers, with Water Absorb, Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Heal Bell, and Scald. Like I said, especially defensive. This is for a mixture of Slowbro and Thunderous Eye. I decided to go with Water Absorb because I would rather not get scalded. Like, I'd rather not get scald burned. I prefer that to trying to stop Volt Switches. Despite the fact that it's Water Absorb, it still, like, stops Thunderous Eye. Like, you can't Thunder Wave me. So I have a Thunder Wave switch in if I feel like that's something he might go for. Hidden Power Grass still doesn't do that much because I am specially defensive. And then I have coverage to hit most of his team. You know, Thunderbolt for the Slowbro, and yeah, basically it does a decent chunk to Thunderous Eye, I suppose. Heal Bell, will Volt Switch for momentum, Heal Bell to cure any status that he might inflict on me, which I think he might, and Scald for Scald Burns, and Tyranitar, Excadrill, Emboar, you know, things like that. So, Lantern, not sure, but I kind of needed it for Slowbro because I don't actually have much for that. So offensively, I do have some decent answers for Slowbro on my team. But defensively, I didn't have a whole lot that I wanted to directly switch in on it. So this is why I have that. So hopefully Lantern can work. Plus, I need to bring Lantern because Trav absolutely loves Lantern, and he's not going to want to kill it. And hopefully, we can just, you know, have Lantern on the field, and he will just refuse to kill it, and he'll forfeit, and we get a 6-0, and it'll be great. That's the plan. Not actually, but, you know, I do think Lantern can put in some work this game. Alright, next mon. We are debuting Ditto. Hooray. I'm so excited for the debut of Playrough the Ditto with the Choice Scarf. Imposter ability. I don't actually know how EVs work. Apparently, I mean, you copy the stats of your opponent, except for the HP, so you need max HP, and then I guess the other EVs don't matter. So, the Smogon set just has max defense, but I don't think it matters. If that is wrong, and I am EVing my Ditto improperly, please let me know, but I'm pretty sure only HP EVs matter. So, I don't know, maybe in future weeks I'll just throw random numbers at all the other stats if it really doesn't matter that much. But I just decided to do that. The reason I'm bringing Ditto is he actually has a lot of stuff that is weak to his own stuff. There's two reasons why I'm bringing Ditto. So the first reason, the reason that I actually started to put this on, is because Mega Audino is a good chance that it will have Wish, and my defenses this week consist of like Hitmontop and Lantern and things that don't have reliable recovery. So I'd love to be able to Wish into them to keep them around longer. That's one thing. The other thing is I noticed that he's weak to a lot of his own stuff. So, if he does bring, you know, like Excadrill, I can transform into that and Earthquake away. Latios is weak to his own Dragon Stab, and possible Ice Beam if he brings it. Emboar, I mean, this basically stops him from, because if he gets up a flame charge with Ember, he actually outspeeds my whole team. If he's max speed Jolly and he goes for a flame charge, he outspeeds everything. So I could then stack something off, bring in Ditto, and then I have a +1, basically +2 speed Ember on my side of the field that he has to worry about, and he doesn't want to have to face an Ember. So, you know, there's things like that. So that's the main thing. It's to avoid being swept and to possibly use Wish against him. Also, I would like to scout his Mega Audino moveset, should he bring it. And it would be a good thing to scout other movesets too, like also scouting the Ember set possibly, to see if I do have anything on my team that can switch in. So, we'll see. Yeah, so, that is Ditto. Hoping that it works out, and we shall see. Next mon is going to be Fujin the Tornadus T. This was a tough bring this week because freaking I was going to bring Arcanine. I basically relegated to 2 offensive mons plus Ditto. One is Roserade, that was not going to change, and the other one was going to be Arcanine. But I was going to bring a Choice Banded, and I figured this might be a little bit better. Also, this is supposed to be a timid nature, so this is Focus Sash Regenerator, Hurricane Dark Pulse, U-Turn Superpower, 172 timid, speed with the max special attack, and the rest 84 in HP. This outspeeds Latios, so it outspeeds the fastest thing that I can outspeed. Dark Pulse does a good chunk. Dark Pulse also hits Slowbro. U-Turn is good for momentum and also hits those same things, as well as U-Turn. Hits Tyranitar Superpower, hits the Exadrill and Tyranitar, and I can feel free to go for Superpower and then also go for like a Hurricane. Hurricane is just strong stab. Hit Tangrowth. It might take it out actually. I think it takes out Tangrowth unless it's like max special defense Assault Vest. And it just does a lot of damage to other things. So now here's the thing. I was very conflicted with this because Focus Sash has a good chance to not work because Trav has Sand, and that's the main thing. So I know this may not work. This may be a stupid bring, but the main idea behind this is to have another layer of protection against getting swept by Ember. If he gets up a Flame Charge, he will outspeed this Tornadus T, but if he doesn't have Sand up, he can go for a move, I'll live on Focus Sash, and then I can take it out with like a Hurricane, or if it's low enough, I can go for a safer move. That is the main reason that I have Focus Sash. I didn't feel like Assault Vest was needed, because, I mean, I still don't want to deal with Thunderous Eye and Latios. I'm going to have to rely on something else, and then everything else is basically physical attacker, at least offensively. So I feel like that might backfire, but I do think that it is an added layer of protection against getting swept by Ember. Yeah, so that's basically that. We're going to skip Roserade for now, and you'll see why when we get to it, and we're going to talk about Bronzong, which is going to be my third leftovers user, I know, but this is what happens when you have defensive mons that don't have recovery, and this is going to be a thing that I'll try. So, substitute, Calm Mind, Flash Cannon, Shadow Ball, leftovers, basically max HP, max special defense, Calm Nature. So, I had to think of how to use his Mega Audino against him. Now, this is going to go one of two ways. My next 2 Pokemon kind of revolve around this. I think he might bring Mega Audino because I started building this team while I was in a Skype call with him. And he heard me being very frustrated trying to calc against Mega Audino and how to take it down. So he's either A, going to bring Mega Audino knowing how hard it is for me to kill it, or B, he's going to know that I'm going to over prep for it and then not bring it, and then I'm going to look really stupid. So we have to hope that he brings Mega Audino, because that is what this thing can set up on. He can't Toxic me. Being specially defensive, Flamethrower still does like slightly over 25%. If I can get up 1 Calm Mind, then he cannot break a substitute. So if I can get up sub substitutes Calm Minds against him. Flash Cannon, Shadow Ball hits basically everything except for, I think, Excadrill. If I get up a few Calm Minds, Shadow Ball still does a decent amount. Yeah, so I could basically hit everything for a decent chunk. This is like, I really hope this works because there's not much. Also, if I can set up 1 or 2 Calm Minds, a Latios can't even break my substitutes. So this is going to be kind of like late game, attempting to pull something back in my favor. I'm not sure how well it will work, but it is something that I'm going to try. So, you know, as I said last week, it's getting towards the end of the season. I have a little bit of wiggle room to make some risky attempted sets and plays, and this is just one of those that we're gonna hope that's gonna work. Now, going off that same idea, we can do some crazy stuff now that it's getting towards the end of the season, and this is something crazy indeed. So let's do it. Nando, the Rose Raid. Weakness Policy, Natural Cure, Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Leech Seed, Stun Spore. 148 speed Timid, 252 special attack, and 108 HP. I am so excited about this set. Oh my gosh. Alright, so basically, the idea with this is Trav is a smart man. He's a smart person. And if he brings Mega Audino, he will look at my team and he will know there is one thing that I can bring that can actually take out his Mega Audino. One. And that is this Rose Raid. So, knowing that he's a smart man, should he bring the Mega Audino, he will bring a coverage move to hit Rose Raid on a switch hit, whether that be Flamethrower or Ice Beam. I can take that because Mega Audino isn't very strong, albeit I would get, I believe, 2-hit KO'd by it. Or I think it's a roll, because of the 108 HP EVs. It's like a roll or slightly under. We will have to find out when we get to the battle. But, alright, so we can, Sludge Bomb does like 70% like as it is, but after a Weakness Policy, it's an OHKO. And after a Weakness Policy, I can OHKO Trav's entire team. Now, some of this does require prior chip damage. Offensive Latios, it does like 95% minimum. So if he has HP investment on his Latios, then we're gonna have to do a little bit of chip damage to be able to make sure that Sludge Bomb kills. Excadrill, Giga Drain, I think straight up takes it out, especially assuming it's offensive. Again, things like Assault Vests would kind of mess this up a little bit. Emboar gets completely bopped by Sludge Bomb. Tangrowth, Sludge Bomb, completely bopped. Mega Audino, Sludge Bomb, completely bopped. Thunder's Eye, Sludge Bomb, completely bopped. Tyranitar, Sludge Bomb, or I'm sorry, Giga Drain, completely bopped. Unless he brings his famous Assault Vest Tyranitar, which even then I think he would need especially defense investment on top of that Assault Vest to be able to take this on. Slowbro, Giga Drain takes out, and Quillfish is the only thing that can kind of deal with this. But I'm really not expecting Quillfish. So, I'm so excited about this. Now, Stun Spore is there because if he tries to switch out from the Mega Audino, I go for Stun Spore into one of the many things that outspeed this Rose Raid. Whether it be an Excadrill in the sand, whether it be some sort of Scarfer, whether it be the Thunder's Eye, whether it be the Latios. There are a number of things that do outspeed this Rose Raid that he might try and switch into offensively to take this out, especially after seeing the Weakness Policy, because you don't mess around with threats. We are going to Stun Spore whatever switches in, we are going to outspeed, and we are going to take out Sedmon with one of our 2 attacking moves. So, that is the plan. Leech Seed is there in case, you know, like if I switch into Rose Raid and he goes for Toxic or something with Mega Audino, you know, I don't think he's going to stay in to take a Sludge Bomb. You know, maybe I've already Stun Spored something. Who knows what the situation will call for. Maybe I just want a little bit of health, or maybe I just want to Leech Seed his Mega Audino. So, that's what Leech Seed is there for. But the goal is to switch into Rose Raid, get Audino to use a special, use a super effective move, get off the weakness policy, go for Stun Spore and anything that switches in, and take out the Mon. So, I really, really hope this works. This should definitely, Roserich should definitely get at least one kill this game. And I hope it kind of just throws Trav off. I've wanted to bring weakness policy in a league match for so long. I almost wanted to bring indoor weakness policy Arcanine against him, but the sand kind of makes indoor a really stupid idea. So, don't rule that out for the rest of the season, though. Don't rule it out. But we shall see. And that is going to be my team against Trav. I am going to have so much fun with this, and I hope you guys enjoy watching this battle, which should be up hopefully later today. So, thanks for watching this video, guys. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comments, and I will see you guys on the next time. So, thanks for watching, and until the next time, guys, stay sly.